Day one, part one of the Toyota Corolla VE 1998 Classic. Otherwise known as the Ole Work Horse. Rear trunk, rear bumper, aerosol can, rattle can, paint job. So first step is prepping. I'm prepping the paint. I mean, I'm gonna have to wash the paint. So I wash it, and I've been spraying a soapy car wash solution on there with my water bottle, like so. And you know, I just want to get off this residue here on this paint. Just kind of get some of that nastiness off here, because I'm gonna have to. I don't want to sand any more grime or dirt into the paint, so I'm just gonna wipe some of that off, like so. I could have took her through a car wash, but you know, I didn't need the whole car wash. So I'm just wiping her down. Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of rattle can lately on this car. You might have caught in the first videos the hood restoration on this fine work of classic art here, this vehicle. So I figured might as well keep on carrying on and take care of this trunk. But mostly the reason why I do use a spray bottle, I can control where the water is going, and I can direct by changing the nozzle tip from fine to mist. So it helps. It does help, and that's mostly why I use a spray bottle when it comes to prepping the vehicle for paint, for sanding, I should say. So, helps me determine what I got to do and where I got to do it. Yep. I'll see how far I get today on day one. My goal today with this car would be to get everything sanded and mostly primer. And then hopefully I can get in the paint. So this white product here is a touch-up paint by Duper-Color, and it's just been thrown on there over the years because the paint was flaking, and it was looking quite tawdry, as you can tell, and I didn't want to deal with that anymore. But it does work. From about 50 feet away, you can say, oh wow, that's a white car. Somewhat masked. But as you can see, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. And so it's going. And today is the day. So that's mostly good and wiped down. Like I said, I'm going to be sanding anywho. So that's it right there. Let's take a look here. All right, so next I'm going to come back in. I'm going to tape off the windshield and paper. So I'm gonna do that in part 2. Alrighty, I'm gonna try some captures here. Never tried that before. They said you can capture a screenshot. Look at that. And if you happen to see a black dot in the film or in the video itself, I was using this camera. I always use this camera to weld, and I had this too close to the flame, and I got a couple of, you know, welding sparks on the lens of this camera. So there you have it, if you ever wondered why you see a black dot in all my films, videos. Alrighty, so that concludes this part 1. I'm gonna get on to taping up.